Hi everyone, Puller Pro Scale Models. Welcome to a highly anticipated, mostly by me, review of the C1 Models Ford Escort RS2000 Transkit. So yes, Mr. Chris Hales showed me this kit years ago at Telford. I reckon it's getting on for 7 years ago. And I was over the moon to see it because the only Mark II Escort kit really out there is either the horrendous Esky Revel Artillery kit, which is all the same kit, or some horrific resin mouldings out there in 24 scale. So this has been waiting. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Now, you still need the artillery trans kit. I'll show you what's required. Thankfully, it's not a lot, so that's a good thing because the artillery kit really does suck. But it looks great. Like I said, I've ordered the X-Pack version. Chris very kindly sent me the standard RS2000 Doyle from the professionals one as well. And very kindly sent me some 1/64 resin wheels for Hot Wheels cars. So go and check those out as well on his website. So £60 all in for the X-Pack one, which is the one I actually bought. So you specify decals, interior, right or left hand drive configuration, and the detail upgrade set for the chassis and engine, which I will get myself as well. And with all that, it comes in at £60. I think for that price, it's a good price. It's good quality resin. It's a mixture of poured and printed resin. But from what I've seen so far, it looks to be very, very good quality. So let's jump into the reviews. I'm going to have a proper close look at all the X-Pack, and then I'll pick out the differences of the Doyle car, because it is different. And I do miss out the Brown and high powers and the radios. I realised when I switched the camera off. So when I come back in a bit after the review, I'll show a picture of them on screen so you can see them. So yeah, let's get on with the review. Right then, so we've got both the C1 models, RS2000 Ford Escorts. I've got the X-Pack kit that I actually ordered myself, and Chris very kindly sent me the standard RS2000 body, which is depicted as Doyle's car out of the professionals. So I'm going to look really close at this one. We'll have a quick look through this one, the slight differences in the kit. It does say X-Pack on the front of this one. It's not an X-Pack car, that's just a standard arch car. This is the X-Pack with the wider arches. Somebody pointed out on Facebook. I think it's just a bit of a typo on the box, and it isn't the end of the world at the end of the day. The trans kit needed for this is either, right, so you either need Eskies, Mark II Escort, Revels, or Artillery. They're all the same kit, just moulded at different points in time. The Artillery ones are the latest incarnation, and it's not a great kit at all, which is the reason why you've never seen a Mark II Escort from me, even though it's literally one of my favourite cars ever made. So I've been waiting for this kit for a long time, and I finally have it in my hands. So this is the trans kit. There's several kits from Artillery of this car. I don't think it makes any difference which one you get, because no matter what's in that box, I think, judging by the pictures, all I'm going to need from that kit is the glass, the chassis, the two engine halves and transmission, and the sump. I'm pretty much sure everything else is included in here, which isn't a bad thing, because like I say, the artillery kit is shockingly bad. So that's a good thing. So they're the only bits we're going to need. So the only bits we're going to focus on out of the artillery kit. Otherwise, we're just wasting our time reviewing what is basically a really crap kit. So let's move that one aside. We'll have a look at this one. So C1 models, Chris, really nice guy, Chris is. I've known him for a few years now. I met him at Telford a few times, and he showed me this years ago. And I've harassed him asking when he's going to do this. So it's nice to see it finally come to fruition. So let's have a look at what we've got. Now I have had a look through the box. I couldn't contain myself yesterday when it arrived, so I have already had a little look through. Bodywork, so the main body looks to be cast resin, judging by the pour plugs. The quality isn't bad at all. It's going to need a bit of a clean up, as with all resin. You've got wispy bits of flash just around like the inner windows, but they literally, with a finger or a cotton bud, they literally wipe off. So I would get a sander in there, just clean all this up, and then get a sander, sponge sander on the body, just to clean it all up and keep it. Now I did do the roof last night. And you can see how well the boot lid and the roofs come up. So I will spend plenty of time prepping this body, getting all the flash off it, cleaning all the body up, getting it all to a nice uniform surface. And then I'm going to go through every part, clean every single part up separately, and test fit everything before I commit to any paint. So it looks really good. The glass doesn't fit too bad. I had a very quick check of this last night. Actually fits in there pretty well. It's going to need a little bit of tension on the back because there's a little bit of a gap, but after a bit of clean up that might disappear. So just a little bit of CA glue, hold it down on the back. I think that'll be just fine. So the glass isn't too bad on the Esky kit, the Atelier kit. It's a little bit wavy. It's not the best, but I've seen a lot worse on a lot of kits. So that's not a bad thing. So the body's really good. I do love the X-Pac arches. I've always loved this look of the car. I think it looks great. That with the forest arches, or even just a standard body RS2000 is cool. It's the extended nose cone that does it for me. And this thing's going to look epic. I've already got my colour picked out. So I've got Pro Scale Signal Green. Let's give it a mix up because it's been sat for a while. So I've got the Signal Green there. We've got the whole host of all the RS2000 colours on our site now. They're all on there from this period of year. Go on over and have a look. Lacquer-based paints, pre-thinned, ready to spray. Look at my previous work on the channel. It speaks for itself with the paints. We sell 2K Clear and all sorts of other products on our website as well. But this is the colour I'm going to do, Signal Green, which is a beautiful, beautiful colour. So body looks really good. Like I say, it's really clean. No real flaws in it at all. Just a bit of flash. It's going to need a little bit of light rescribing here and there, but nothing really drastic at all. Actually pretty decent quality, so I'm quite impressed by that. Very nice. So nice to replace that awful Atelier body that I know is full of sink marks, doesn't sit right on the chassis. It's just such a shame that Atelier kit, how bad it actually is. It is shockingly bad. Now there's no instructions in the kit, but Chris has some really good pictures on his site, and it's quite self-explanatory where a lot of it goes. So the X-Pac kit I've got has got the 15-inch mini lights with it, and I think it's Dunlop tyres. It is Dunlop tyres. So there's the mini lights. Really, really nice quality. No real cleanup on these. I think, yes, they're 3D printed. So these are beautiful quality. As are the tyres. The tyres are really nice. They've got the Dunlop Sport markings on them. Get the camera to focus. Let me tap it. Really nice. Nice tread on them as well. So they're going to look epically good. The wheels and tyres are a little bit tight together. So they're going to need a little bit of sanding just to get them to fit. But I would rather them be a little bit too tight now than loose. So I can just give them a little sand around and get them to fit. But beautiful, beautiful mini light wheels. Obviously the Doyle car comes with the 4-spoke RS. The Ronals, whatever it's called. So different wheels in there. We'll look at those in a bit. But wheels and tyres look absolutely fantastic. They're going to be no drama whatsoever. Hope you can't hear my fan. It is excruciatingly humid tonight in the UK. So I hope that fan isn't too loud. Now, in here, we've got some interior parts. We've got door cards. Because obviously, with this being a rally car, there's no interior on the car really at all. These are very nicely printed. Beautiful quality. All the door card, all the ashtrays and door handles all depicted there. There's our separate window winders to go on as well. So they are beautiful. 2 of those. We've got the seats. I think these are early Recaro seats, aren't they, back then? Again, beautiful seats. Very nicely detailed. You've got your recline there and the seat lift to get the top forward. Again, it's a little bit of wispy flash on there, which will come off in a heartbeat. Really, really nice resin. Very, very cool. So obviously we've got 2 of those. We've got the rear seat bench, which again, nice detail on there. As you can see, so that'll be the bottom. Hang on. Which is the bottom, which is the top? That must be the bottom to go to the transmission tunnel. And there's the top, so there's those as well. So again, nice addition to the kit. And the dashboard as well. The dashboard is really nice. So there's a mixture of poured and 3D printed resin. 3D printed resin always looks a bit better. It's a lot crisper than poured resin, but the poured resin's still really, really nice quality. That dashboard is absolutely superb. I'm loving that. I think we'll need some of the decals as well out of this. For the dashboard and that as well. Out of the artillery kit. So again, not really a drama. Artillery decals are normally okay. Bear with me because I'm going to put everything back in the bags because I do not want to risk losing any of this at all. Next up, we'll go with this bag, which has got engine components in by the look of it. So we've got the front bulkhead for the front of the car. There. Not really much to look at there. A very nice radiator. Little tiny thing. Wait to see the brake discs on this thing as well. Little teeny tiny radiator. Awesome. With a built-in cap on top. We've got a Ford and a Cosworth cylinder head cover for the BDA unit. So really nice. I'm not sure where I'll go with there, to be honest. Probably the Ford, to be honest. We've got our cam belt and auxiliary belt assemblies there as well. Obviously, they're exposed cam pulleys and belts on these. And again, beautifully 3D printed parts. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. We've got the exhaust downpipe, which again, very nice. Yeah, 3D printed. Really beautiful quality. And the piece de resistance, these carbs. Chris, these are like works of art, mate. These things are beautiful. They are epic. Look at those. Are they going to be twin 40s on this? I don't think they'd be 45s, would they? It'd be too big. But they are absolutely stunning. The quality of those. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, really knocked out the park with those. Those things look absolutely amazing. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Just pop these back in. Like I say, with any resin kit, if you start finding bits on the bench, large bits of resin, put it back in the bag. You never know if it's something you've knocked off, something that's come off. It could just be a bit of loose resin, but you better have to put it back in the bag. And when you come to fit it, think, that's what that is, and rather, oh shit, I threw that away. Rear leaf springs, again, absolutely beautifully printed. Very, very nice quality. Beautiful detail. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Got exhaust. So there's the midsection and the rear back box. It's going to need drilling out. Not the end of the world. It's a minute job with that. So easy enough to do. Again, nicely done. I think that is, 3D printed again. So all these parts are just going to need a little bit of cleanup. It's where the supports have been. It'll whip off in a second, that, no bother at all. But really nice quality. Look at these for cute little brake discs. The size of these nowadays, I don't think these would stop a pram, would they? On a modern day car. So obviously we've got 4 of those. We can get to focus. There we go. Little tiny calipers. Little tiny discs. Aren't they cute? Absolutely tiny. Tiny, 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 but really nice calipers. I'm trying to read what the caliper says on it. I'm going to have to admit defeat and put the other visor on. These eyes are getting old. Are they cold? I can't read that. I can't read it. It's there. I'm just blind. I just can't read it. Cannot read it to save my life. But either way, really, really nice. So there's the discs and calipers there. We've got what I'm assuming are hubs. I'm assuming they're hubs of some description. There's 4 complete units in total, so I'd assume so. We've got a drive shaft or prop shaft. Again, beautifully printed. Very nice. Rear diff. Very, very nice. And the suspension towers, inner towers these are. Oh, the other uppers as well. So, again, really nice. Like I say, if you go to C1 Models website, click on the Escort, you can see pictures of all the parts, and you'll see roughly how it's assembled. So while you don't get any, instructions, it looks fairly self-explanatory where it all goes. It would be nice to get instructions. I'm not going to lie. If I'm totally honest, it would. But I think the time that it take to write them out in order and get it correct, and everyone's going to model it in a different way. It just takes forever to do. We've got a fuel tank for underneath the car as well. A nice piece of 3D printed resin. So if you need your 3D printing, they're the support I'm talking about, and they're these little bits. So they literally snap off. Dead easy. And everything's connected there. So on that one, you wouldn't have to do a thing. There's no... Oh, there is on the edge, I think. Some visible supports on the edge. A sander will take care of them in seconds. Inside, you don't need to worry about them. You can leave them be. So, like I said, what I'm going to do when I've done this review, before I start the kit, is I'm going to cut everything off, clean it all up, test fit it all, make sure it all fits where I want it to, without having to modify stuff. Because I don't be modifying things while it's painted, because it's just going to cause a nightmare. So, I just want to make sure everything's going to fit. Now, in here, we've got, right, poly caps, 5 of. We've got a spare one, which is always good. So we'll pop those in there if they get lost. We've got our steering rack, or steering arm, whatever you want to call it. Again, nice bit of resin. We've got a subframe, guessing that's for the front. Subframe engine mount, is it? I don't know. Possibly. Cool. And then our shock towers, and these things are lovely. These things are really, really nice. Vast improvement over the kit ones. Huge improvement. So, very, very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful, like I say, you got your 5 poly caps in there as well. Get in there, you. There we go. A few other parts in here. There's quite a lot to the kit. For the price of it, it's really good value. It is good. So headlights, we've got the headlight surrounds there. So obviously there's 2 of those. And then we've got the headlights themselves, which on that one they're very handily pre-assembled themselves to a degree. In there, so they'll sit inside there like so. That was popped out a bit, but they sit in the side there, something like that. And then got the headlight lenses. Oh, whoa, 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 don't be losing those. Like contact lenses. Not many headlight lenses, which looks alright. We've got our rear lights. Now, they're a little bit hazy, I'm not going to lie. Again, you always get an honest review from me. Clear resin's a pain to do, I know it is. But they're certainly passable. They'll do the job once they're painted up. They might even just need a clean up. I've cleaned stuff like this with IPA, and it's got a lot more see-through, so I'll give it a clean up and we'll see what it's like. But at the end of the day, it's usable. They're going to be mostly red and yellow anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. It's an older car, so it is going to be red and yellow. They look alright, so there's 2 of those as well. Got 2 more headlights. We've got some little tiny lights that I'm guessing are the little indicators for the front as well. So make sure they go there. And then we've got some teeny tiny 3D printed Ford badges. Look at the size of that. I don't think my camera's going to focus on that. It might do. But a little tiny. And I'm going to guess we're using the 4 badges out of the kit. Although I think I've got some metallic ones somewhere, so they'll be good. So lots of little fiddly parts there. If you open this bag, make sure everything goes back in. I've actually got a spare headlight lens there, which is good. Like I say, we find a little bits like this. Pop it in, because that is something. That's probably the reverse light, is it? See? I'd have thrown that away if I didn't know better. So there we go. There's that. We're nearly there. We've got a few more bits. Like I say, you get a lot in the kit for the money. You really do get a lot in here for the money. This one is, let's have a look. We've got 3. Yes, you heard me. 3 steering wheels. All the 3-spoke RS ones. One is got the RS logo on. One's got the standard Ford logo on. And one has got the diagonal RS logo. Don't know if it's going to show. It might do. So there's the diagonal RS, the old style RS logo. There's the Ford logo. And for me, all day long, the traditional Rally Sport RS logo there, badge for me. Middle, that's the one I'll definitely be using. We've got a center console piece here as well. We've got window winders. These are beautiful. They're really nice as well. Always in order, little tiny parts like this. I always think they're cool as hell. My camera's playing up today. It's not playing ball. Will you knock my servo autofocus off and back on again? Let's see what that does. There we go. So yeah, little tiny window winders, which is cool. We got the iconic fishnet headrests out of this car, and these things are great. And that is see-through mesh as well, which is a really cool touch. Really liking that. So there's 2 of those. Move those out of the way. We've got seatbelt buckles, which again, beautifully made. Got a handbrake lever. Very nicely done. We've got little aerials. These things are great as well. 6 of those there. I think I might put all 6 of those on the roof. No, I'm really joking. I'll just put 4. They're very nice as well. We've got some door armrests, which again, very cool. 2 of those. We've got our steering column right there, just a piece of shaped resin, and our gear shifter there as well. Very nice. Nearly there. 2 more bags. Like I said, I told you, there's a lot of stuff in this. It really is a lot of stuff. It's a good value Transkit for the money. I think if anybody else was selling this, it'd be well over double the cost. So I think Chris has done an absolutely fantastic job here with this. Right, in here we have, let's see. So we've got our rear bumper there as well. We've got our rear spoiler, the boot lid spoiler. Iconic boot lid spoiler. We've got, right, what we got? Are they vents of some sort? What are they? Are they vents for the dash? They might be. We've got some Escort badges there as well. Very cool, that look great chromed up. We've got some more lights. Now, what are they? Okay. Not sure where they go. I'll have to have a look through that one. We've got a couple of door handles for the exterior. Little teeny tiny, oh, don't be losing them. Little teeny tiny exterior door handles. Very good. We've got some lenses. Are these for the rear fog? Possibly. Has it got a rear fog on it? I don't even know if it does, you know. I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look. But again, nicely cast resin. Door mirrors. And that's about it in there. Nicely packed as well. Not loads of stuff shoved in one bag like a lot of companies do. You know, spaced out nicely. Not overcrowded. I'm going to guess they're heater vents. That would be my guess there on those. Yeah, that'd be my guess. Right. And getting to the end now. Get in there. This one we've got, the scuttle panel and the window wipers. Nice to see resin window wipers as well. You need to sell these as a separate part, Chris, just as a universal part. A little bit bigger for modern cars, same you make those bloody PE ones, because these are really nice. The quality of those is fantastic. They're lovely. I think they'd save a lot of people a lot of heartache. We've got the windscreen scuttle panel, front of the windscreen, the heater intake. Again, very, very nice. And then the last bag, or two, is the bonnet. Some very cool mud flaps and some decals as well. So there's the bonnet. Now the bonnet I've already had out. The bonnet is going to need some fitting and trimming. From what it looked like for me, it's going to need just rounding off of the front just a little bit. Again, I'd rather have it oversized and undersized because I can trim it and sand it to my size I want. If it's undersized, you've got to add material on. So I'd much rather have it a little bit bigger. So that's not a problem for me at all. It's got some nice strengthening underneath it as well. I'm not going to take it out of the bag. It's not worth it. So that's looking good. And then these mud flaps, these are cool as well. Chris really has thought about everything with these kits. So we've got mud flaps, front and rear. And they're emblazoned with the Ford logo. And they're going to look awesome. They're going to look fantastic. So yeah, really nice touch that. Very cool. Get a little bit of resin there. We'll pop it in there. I don't think it's needed, but I'd rather stick it in. And then the decals, the large RS2000 and the smaller ones on there as well. So that's the X-Pack kit. That's basically what you get. I think for the money, I think there's a lot of stuff in there for the money. It's really well packed as well. It's not overstuffed in bags. There's a bit of care done there. You know, some of the Chinese companies could learn a lot from this. And overall, the resin looks really good quality. I am under no doubt this is going to take a bit of work to build. It's a resin kit. It is going to take a bit of fettling. But as I say, I've waited for this for such a long time. I don't really care. Now, we're not going to go through every single stage of this build because most of this is going to be the same. So I think that entire bag is the same. I think that entire bag is the same. I think that is 2. The wheels are different. We've got a different nose cone. We've got a different piece in there. That's all the same. We've got different decals and a different body shell as well. So I'll start with the body shell and we'll go through the other bits quickly. So I'm going to build this at some point later down the line. It's the X-Pack that I want to build straight away. Whether I'll build it as Doyle's car, I don't know. So, as you can see here, it's a different body. So it's a standard arched RS2000. Fundamentally the same shape, except it has this nose cone, which would have been what the original non-RS cars would have had, like your Harriers, and you know, your standard 1.1s, etc. So obviously, I'm guessing you need to remove that piece at the front, just by the giant remove. Again, flash on it, other than that, it's just like the other body, nice and clean. A little bit of wispy flash that, for the most part, just rubs off with your finger. Really well cast. A little bit of rescribing is going to be needed. Keel the surface, and I don't think you're going to have any real trouble there with that. So, fundamentally, that's a difference on the body. It's got the standard non-nose cone car on it. I'll find the nose cone first. There it is. So I'll have a look at this entire thing. So we're going to get a different bonnet, possibly. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But anyway, there's the bonnet. So there's the front end of the car. I don't think it's going to go on. No. Well, we've got that piece on, or does it? Go on, actually. does have a locating point on it. But there you go. So that's how that's going to go. It needs cleaning up on the other side to get it to fit. But there you go. That's how this one will go. So slightly different bodywork than the other one. Now, I think it might have a different grille on it as well, because there's two front ends to this car. So this might be the later one. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I'd have to dig all that out to have a look. So might be a different nose on that. But again, once you clean that up, there's two nice locating points either side. I think this one, oh, there we go. There you go. So, fits in there. A little bit of fettling, you'll get that gap to close up. And there you go. There's your standard RS2000 body. So, that's a different part. The rear bumper, I'm pretty sure is different as well, because the overhang's more at the back. So, we've got a different rear bumper as well. The lights, yeah, that bag's identical as well. The interior looks to be identical too. So the only difference is left now are the wheels. So these are the 13-inch 4-spoke RS wheels. So these are an iconic rim for this car. Is it Ronald? I can never think of the bloody name. Iconic wheels for this car. 13-inch, which is minuscule by today's standards, but really nice. And again, really nice Dunlop tyres with nice markings on them, looking fantastic. And then the only other difference is the decals. So on here we've got your RS pinstripes, the small RS logos, some smaller Ford badges, number plates for the car, and that typical iconic badge that was on the back of this car as well. And there we go. So there's both kits. So they look great to me. They're great value for money. I cannot wait to start this X-Pack version. It's going to look very cool. And I hope you enjoy that review. We'll go back to me. Big thanks for Chris for sorting this eventually and sending me out this free, this review sample to look at, as well as the one that I bought as well. So thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. And Chris also sells these wheels and tyres for Hot Wheels as well. So he sent me a whole load of these, and these look great as well. So we've got some Ford RS Forge ones, those Ford RS 4-spokes as well. So these are for Hot Wheels. So these are on his site as well, which is called Creative 164. Some Escort Cosworth wheels. Some Sapphire Cosworth wheels there as well. We got some Ford GTs and some Mark IV Escort dog legs as well. So very cool. So thanks for those, Chris, as well. There we go. So thanks for watching today. We'll go back to me for some final thoughts. See you in a minute. There we go then. So yes, they look great. They look like they're going to be good fun to build, of an epic car, one of my favourite all-time cars. And a kit I've been waiting for a long time. I've refused to build that artillery kit. I've owned two of them. I've had decals for years for them. I just know it's a nasty kit. The artillery kit's full of sink marks. Nothing fits. It's just a horrible kit. So to get this Transkit at last is it's a welcome relief. And I'm going to start my X-Pack kit in the beautiful Ford Signal Green right away. I'm going to start this straight away. Just jump straight ahead to the top of my build pile. And I think for £60, the amount of stuff you get in that box is an absolute bargain. It really is. As promised on the door car, I forgot to show the radios and the Browning 9mm, so here they are. These are pictures lifted from Chris's site. I hope he doesn't mind. It just momentary lapse of concentration, forgot to show them a review. As you can see, they're really good quality. The Brownings look great. They've even got the hammers cocked back, which is a really, really nice touch. So, yeah, well worth the money. Being no doubt, they're going to take a bit of work to build, because it's a resin kit. It's always going to take a bit of work. My suggestion would be exactly what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit tomorrow on my live stream and just cut all the parts off their supports, clean everything up and get everything looking minty fresh, key all the body, get all the body sorted, and then I'm going to test fit every single part to make sure it all fits and I know how it all goes together, because I don't be faffing around with stuff when it's all painted. But looking at the pictures on C1 Models website, it looks fairly simple to go together. So hopefully, touch wood, it'll go together, well, So there we go. Huge thanks for Chris for finally getting this out there. Thank you, mate. Thank you for my free 1/64th wheels as well, mate. They look absolutely superb. Go and check out Creative One. It's on the C1 Models website. It's a little separate section. Chris even offers a subscription box there as well, which is really cool if you do a lot of Hot Wheels. I've got tons of Hot Wheels, and now I'm going to have to ruin one. I say ruin, take it out of the box. I've got a couple out of the box, actually. And I'm going to have to modify one now with some of Chris's wheels. He's going to make me do that just by giving me the wheels. So yeah, go over there and check it out. Go over to the C1 website, C1 Models. It'll be linked in the description down below. And yeah, go and have a look. I think Chris is going to do another pre-order on these again because I think they're all sold out. I jumped on them instantly when they came out. But Chris has got a cool load of other Transkits on his site as well. So head on over there and have a look. He's a really nice guy, Chris. Really nice guy to talk to. And yeah, I'm so happy to get this kit at last. So there we go. So if you are a patron of mine, you will see this build very soon on my Patreon, probably within the next couple of weeks. If you're an ISM member only, it's going to be about a month-ish. It's normally 3 months. I might even release it after a couple of weeks. I don't know yet. I want to do Chris a good set. I don't want to do Chris a disservice by not releasing it quickly. But obviously, I want to please my patrons as well. So I'll probably let it sit on my Patreon for a couple of weeks, then bring it over. So by the time it'll be about a month when it's on ISM. But if you follow my social media, which is linked in the description down below, you'll see updates on my Facebook page as well. And if you want to become a patron, there's links down below. There's all different tiers from bronze to VIP. They all come with different levels of support and different perks, which are all shown here on screen now. And of course, there's all links to everything else in the description of the video. Everything to do with me, all my social media. Pro Scale Paints, we've got a full range of the RS2000 colours, which insert picture here, which I did a few weeks back or a few months back in anticipation for this. So they're all on there as well. And there's links to everything in there. So go through there and have a look. And as always, make sure you sub to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, hit that bell notification, and leave a comment. What do you think? I think this is epic. It's going to be a brilliant build. Have you bought it? Are you going to get it? What do you think? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. And there we are. As always, a huge thanks to all my patrons whose name's going to flash up on the screen at the end as if by magic. And I will catch you all next time. So enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.